Hello guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Tarun and I am an Indian by origin but presently living in and based in Europe. And in this video, as per you have seen in the thumbnail, I am going to give you a grand tour of my self-converted camper van which I made in Germany and Portugal and some other countries because I am always on the road most of the time. So the conversion process was also done on the road. So in this today's videos, I will give you the complete detailed tour how I made my van and what things are there in this van. By profession, I am a content creator and a software engineer. So this is my workplace, my office, and also my personal space. I travel in this van with my girlfriend, though my girlfriend is bit camera conscious, so she won't be coming on the camera, but I will try to give you a very detailed tour about this whole van. And by the end of this video, I will also tell you that how much it all costed me. So the van that we are using here is a Ford Transit 2012 model. I bought it from Germany, and the pricing of this I will reveal by the end of the video that how much I paid, but it's like around 13 years old. It's a 2025 going right now, end of 2025, and it's 13-year-old van, but it's in very good condition, very clean from inside and everything, and its motor, its engine is very perfect condition. So that's why we planned on using this van for the conversion. Talking about the exteriors of the van, I have given some three windows actually. So one window is this one. This is a big window. It's in the door which opens and closes, and then there's this one window which is also a small window. These all windows are bought by Carbest. It's a brand called Carbest. And then by default, when I bought the van, so there were these two custom by default windows that comes with the van. So I haven't done any changes to it. And on the other side as well, there is another sliding door window. So this is a sliding door window which can be opened and closed. It's pretty practical. And outside you can also see there is this water inlet thingy from where we refill our water. About this in more detail, you can see when I will explain you the whole plumbing and water system. Also to have some useful lights during the evening hours, I also installed a deck light here which can be turned on with this button, and also it can be controlled from inside. It has like different colors, so it's quite useful, quite practical while cooking outside or just like chilling outside during the summer months. So as soon as we enter in this van, the first thing you will see is like this is a very practical space that we use to store. There are some of the bungee cords that are very useful and very practical, and then we store our, like there's a little broom, and then there's an umbrella, and there's an axe and a shovel here. So that is very practical to in the morning especially. And then on this side there's a back door to access the refrigerator. I will tell more about refrigerator when we go inside the van, but this is just at the entry, which is very hardly used. Only in case of troubleshooting of the refrigerator I have to open this, but I have given some ventilation here. So ventilation you will see a lot in the van. I have used a lot of vents, so in every window, in every cabinet there will be a vent, you can see here. So there is plenty of ventilation, and especially in the case of refrigerator you have to give a lot of ventilation because there is a lot of heat that is emerging out of this machine, and that needs to go out. So there are two here, and then there are small one everywhere. Okay, as soon as we enter, this is our kitchen, and now I'll explain what is exactly is there in this kitchen. So this is the prime part of the kitchen where I have installed a butane gas stove. So this stove is also from Carbest company, from the same company from which are the windows, and this can be opened like this. So it's a 2-burner stove, and it's quite nice, and it's very practical and very safe because I think when we close the lid, then it automatically cuts off the connection from the gas bottle, so it becomes very kind of secure thing. And then underneath it here there's this first storage space where we keep our shoes and like essentials that are very picky when going in and out of the van. So there are like some shopping bags that we use to go to the supermarket, and underneath it is a very secured compartment or an area where we keep our gas bottle. So here we keep a camping gas 2.5 kilogram gas bottle, and this whole area is very much sealed. There is no space of anything coming out in case of a leakage, and there are some vents installed in the bottom of the van. I'll put the pictures which vents I have used. If there is any leakage, then they are the floor vents from where the any leakage can escape. So this is very safe, and especially if your car is registered in Germany or any such country where there are a lot of regulations, then you need to make sure that everything that you do is very much according to the regulations. And then we come to the other part. So this is the top part you have seen, and then here I have installed some of the racks to store things. These racks also I bought from Amazon. I will try to put the links of most of these things that I am showing you, because most of these things were bought from either Amazon.Germany or Amazon.de or Amazon.es, Amazon.Spain. So and then on top of it, there you can see a medical kit, a first aid kit. So here we keep over all the first aid supplies, and then we have installed some of these racks, or I don't know how to call them, these baskets where we keep a lot of our things like food and this and that. And as a safety precaution, we have also installed a fire extinguisher. This is also very important in a lot of countries. The police can fine you a lot. And here we have a curtain which gives us some access or some privacy from outside. So this is the front part of the van. In the front part you won't see many changes because it's not very needed. It's not very usable part. Only while driving we use this front part. And here I have installed a navigation screen, and there is the internet thingy, which I will explain you later, the whole concept how we use internet in this van. And other than that, there's a dash cam installed here, and then there's one dash cam in the back side. So this is pretty much it in the front cabin. And then coming back to the back cabin, underneath this kitchen shelf, so here we have a very kind of intelligent thing that I did. I don't know how I managed to do it, but yeah, like this is the drinking water space, because in a lot of countries you don't get drinking water from the tap. So we have created this additional around 9 to 10 liter of storage. This is just for the drinking water. So it's a 12 liter canister, and food safe for portable water, and this we refill whenever we have the access to the water. And in case in a country where you cannot drink the tap water, then we also buy the water, like the mineral water or the bottled water, and we refill these canister, and then this is the access to it. So this bottle can come out and go in, and then we can put this down and it locks it nicely. And this is the tap from where we can refill our bottles or cups or whatever. And then next to it we have some more storage space. So here we keep our kitchen things. So I have put some slabs in here. Similarly, sorry for this. And then similarly there's a big one here that can be accessed like this. So here also we keep a lot of our kitchen things. There are some more stuff in there. So yeah, this is like that. And then there's some more storage space here. So here you can see also there are plenty of things stored here. Right now they are not very much organized, but this is how it is, a life of a van lifer. In I hope you have seen, like in most of the van there's like this kind of space here. There you store the tools. Usually people store the tools, but we have converted it to have some more extra storage space. So inside we keep some not so essential things, but like not so frequently essential things, I will say. So there's a toolbox, there's like our vacuum cleaner, and because I'm a content creator, so I often need like some lights, some camera stands, and like tripods and stuff like that. So all those things we keep it here. And then most of the time is closed like this, so we don't really need it. And then we have a lot of like lights. We have some roof lamps, and then we also have some extra focus LED lights. These all can be turned on, and they can also be like something like this. So they have like multiple features, but they can be turned on and off with a tap. And also there's one of this. Yeah, you can do it to the warm light or cool light. I don't know. They have like multiple colors that we rarely use. Coming next to it, there are some kind of plants that look real, but they're not real because they cannot survive here, but it makes this place very lively. So we have put them at a lot of places. I think they're called vines. Also, I'll put the link from where I bought them. And then there are some of these baskets. They look very nice to me. They give a very cozy feel, and we use it to store anything and everything. And then we have another basket like this where we also store our kitchen things. Next to it, this is also the part of the kitchen. So here you can see like we lift it up, and then we get access to so many things here. There is this ketchup, and then all sort of dry foods, we keep it here. And then this, when it is closed, it can also be used for chopping or like cooking or whatnot. And then underneath it, I'll ask my cameraman to sit down and focus on me. Okay, so here we have our fridge. This is made for the RV, like for a camper van. So it's DC powered. It's connected directly to the battery, and then you don't need to turn on your inverter. I'll tell more about how the electrical system works later. So this is a very nice fridge, and then it gives us plenty of space to put things. So this is for the vegetables, and this is for the other foods. And there's also a freezer that we hardly use. I would have preferred to have a fridge without the freezer, because freezer is very less used, especially in our case, because both of us, we are vegetarian people, and we don't really need to store like any meat or anything. And being a yogi, we prefer to eat fresh food, so we don't like really the frozen food. So I will suggest you can, if you want to pick a fridge for your van, then I think you can pick it accordingly. Okay, and another part of the kitchen is this storage space. This is also very practical. I will tell you why I have made this structure and what is this, but this was the space which was not meant to be used like this, but somehow I managed, because in when you are converting a van, then every inch counts, and that's what we have tried. So this is a storage space, and here we keep the things which are very frequently used. So this is like, because I'm from India, so there's like plenty of spices. So like some fresh bread, some like breakfast stuff. This is the spice box, which might interest you. So it has all these Indian spices, and it's very frequently used. So yeah, like this, there are plenty of spices. I feel like I'm in India, but I'm in Europe. So yeah, these are the things. And also another storage space underneath it. This is also part of kitchen. So here also we keep, you can see like there are plenty of things that we keep. And there are like a lot of things that I bought, that I get from my Indian shop, and then there are plenty, and still we have plenty of space. So we have a lot of like space for the kitchen to store things. And until now we have just like started our van journey. This is this video I'm recording, it's been just like a week since we are on the road. So we are just learning how to make things work, and how everything can be aligned according to our way of living. So in my future videos, if I make more videos, then you will be able to see a lot of changes, because once you are on the road, then you realize, oh, this thing should be like that, the other thing should be like that. So then you make the changes. So but this is like the very base van that we have just converted, and then now the things from here will improve or align according to our needs. And then next to it we have some more storage. So we have a lot of storage actually here. So this is also a storage space, but here instead of kitchen things, because we already have a lot of storage for kitchen, I keep things. There are like some lights, and there's like electronic stuff, especially for my content creation. I have multiple channels. about which I'll explain you later. So for recordings, for video creation, all this stuff goes here. And as you can see, there is also like a lot of ventilation here as well. We have put a lot of vents everywhere. So there's vent here, there's vent here. Also another storage I missed is this storage. So this was a little bit of space which was not very used, but we still try to use it. So this is like a space like this. So here also we can store things. Right now there is just an empty box, but it can be used to store plenty of things. And then underneath this one, there's another storage space where we keep a lot of things. Oh, this is a mess. I think cameraman, we need to clean it. I guess
It's not visible.
yeah, but now it's visible. So there are some rice and some Indian flour and a lot of other extra dry food piled up inside here. So this is another part of kitchen storage. Okay, next to the cooking stove, there is this shower about which I'll give you the tour later. This is also very premium. And then here we have our sink to do the dishes, or even to wash yourself a little bit. And then over here we have another storage space. So this is where we put our wet utensils after we do the dishes. So we let them here to dry, but before we start moving, we make sure that there is nothing here, because otherwise the things might come out, or we have to secure them in a nice way so that they are there. And here we have a little basket where we keep our toothbrush and other toiletries. This is a tap that I bought from India. I don't know why, but it can be moved and you can pull it out and pull it in. So it's very practical to use. And how the water comes and how the whole plumbing thing comes, that I will explain you later. But underneath it there is of course some plumbing system going on, but we have installed there's also one rack where we keep our extra things. So there are some things that are not frequently needed, so they are here. There's a dustbin, a trash can that we use, and behind it there is also I'll ask the cameraman to a bit zoom in there. So there is an extra gas bottle of camping gas, 2.5 liter, and so this camping gas bottle is very much secured here along with these buckle straps, so that while the van moves, this should not move. So next to it there is also another storage space where we keep a lot of other things. So there is dishwashing soap and some other bottles. So I've installed these kind of racks to organize long things. And then there's also some of our toilet kits, another first aid kit. This is an induction. We use an induction. This is a 2000 watt induction. So this is a AC powered induction, single stove. Excuse my English, because I'm not a native English speaker. So and my whole life, 5 or 6 years, I've been vlogging in Hindi. I have a Hindi vlogging channel with quite a number of followers. So and this is my first time I'm vlogging in English, so excuse my English. And then this is a induction stove that we use only when we have when our batteries are at least 60 to 70% charged, and or if we are connected to the shore power, or we are camped in a place where we have the access to the electricity, only then we use it. In other cases, when we are short of electricity, or we have not a lot of sun, then we use the butane gas cylinders. Okay, so next to the kitchen, then we have the shower. On the shower there is this flute. I'm learning to play flute. It's a kind of a bansuri. So in some other video I'll show you. If I learn. Bansuri is flute. It's a traditional Indian wooden made of bamboo. It's called bansuri. Because I think flute in the West, in Europe, it's mostly, when you think of flute, it's a metallic one made of steel sometimes. But in India, the flute is mainly made of wood. It's very organic, and this is the Indian bansuri. Okay, in the shower, you can see there is a curtain which we can open like this, and then we have this light here. So inside you will see it's not a very big space, but we have tried to make the best use of it. So there we have a dry toilet. which we don't usually use it here. We also have a toilet tent that we put outside the van, and then we put this toilet outside in the toilet tent, and then we use it. Like inside, we don't really feel comfortable yet to use it inside. And then we have a shower. So here we have installed this shower tap. So this is for hot and cold water both. You can use both. And then there are these buttons to have water in the tap. So there is a tap down here, and then there is also for the shower. There is this shower, you can see. So you can use it through these buttons, and then yeah, that's more or less it. We have tried to make our walls fully waterproof, so we use a lot of things to firstly cover the wall, and then by the end we have put this waterproof kind of vinyl wallpaper to make it look pretty. And inside also we make use of this space because most of the time we are not using the shower, so we hang our laundry bag in here. We have put a hook up there, so this laundry bag is hanging on that. And then yeah, most of the time we are not using it, so we just close it down like this and turn off the light so that we are not disturbed. So this is the shower area. After kitchen, if we go a bit back, I have to bend a little down because I am pretty tall. I am like around 6 feet, 5'11". So, and but about this I will tell you what is this thing. I think you might know already. So this is our living room. Welcome to the living room of our van. So here we have made a sofa kind of couch where a lot of time we chill. Two people can easily sit, and it's quite nice. There is a window access as well where we can see things. If the cameraman will come here, cameraman please come here, camera woman please come here. So next to this couch we also have a little library, and there is a space where we keep our laptops and some sort of electronics that need very easy access. If you look at the books, so I am a yoga practitioner and a spiritual teacher as well. So there are a lot of books related to Indian spirituality. There is this holy book, Srimad Bhagavad Gita as well. I hope some of you might know about it. But if you don't know, and if you are interested in knowing more about spirituality, then I just created a new channel. This channel is called A Yogi on Wheels. So I'll put the link in the description and also on this I button, where you can get some spiritual teachings about Indian spirituality, or in general as well, for general well-being and awareness. I make videos about a lot of things, a lot of topics that will be very useful to, I guess, everyone. And I try to use very simple English with these same grammatical mistakes that I'm making right now. Anyhow, under this space, under this sofa, so we have some more storage space. Here we keep our clothes. So these are like the sliding doors. So we have two sections here, one here and one here. These two sections, one is used by my girlfriend and then one is used by me. So, and we have given this like very colorful theme. This is terracotta, is it? The terracotta color, and this color I don't really remember. Light green color, yeah. So the storage space is only until here, and then behind it, we have installed two tanks. These are 55-liter arc water tanks. So these are the fresh water tanks, and together they give us the capacity of 110 liters. They are interconnected together. I cannot show them to you right now because can I? Okay, I have to remove these things because we have made it accessible. But yeah, like those two tanks we refill from the outlet outside that I showed you before. And then also like to the tank we have connected a indicator where we can see how much fresh water do we have. So right now we are running a bit low on the fresh water, so this is the fresh water indicator, and over here is the gray water indicator. We also have installed a grey water tank for plumbing, where all the dirty water goes. That one, it lights up when the water is full in the, or 80 to 90% in the grey water tank. So we have these two of these indicators. So right now we need to go to some place to refill our fresh water supply. Also, part of our living room are these two chair or stool. In India we call them stool, and my girlfriend, she also said that in German you call them stool, if I'm not wrong. So, and I don't know in English if it's called stool or not. Anyhow, these are the two stools. They are kind of protected here. We have put these 4 battens around them, so that while the van moves, they don't move here and there. And these are multi-purpose stools, so we use them. We use this table as our dining table, so like you can sit here and like have meals. I prefer to sit there. My girlfriend prefers to sit here. And then and these stools are also used for storage. So like if we remove these, then you can see if I lift up this lid, then we use it for storage. So we don't use this to store heavy things, because we want them to be accessible. Like in case we want to move them somewhere else when we are parked, so it can be able to lift it. We can be able to lift it up. Also, like you will see in a lot of places, we made these holes in the wood, in the plyboards. So the reason behind it is, firstly, for the ventilations, the things get pretty much good air, and also it reduces a lot of space, a lot of weight. So also, I think most of you people know that in van we are limited with the weight as well, because most of the vans have capacity of 3,500 kilograms, and also most of the driver's license, they are also until that point. So we try to reduce the weight wherever possible, so that's why we have done it. And this one also has the similar storage space, but we keep it empty for now, because this one we also use it for some other purpose that I will tell you in a while. So this is our dining area, living room, and also very important part, the flooring. So you will see the flooring. So it's a very colorful kind of theme that was selected by my girlfriend. And this is like the vinyl waterproof tiles. They are not very thick. They are, I think, 2 mm thick, but they look very nice. It's a bit hard to put them, but I think they look very pretty. And underneath them we have used a subfloor as well. So the subfloor we used here, it's similar to like the one that comes in a cargo van. So we reuse it as a subfloor. And of course, I forgot to tell you, like this whole van is is insulated, because most of the time we are traveling in Europe, and in Europe it gets a bit cold most of the time. So we have made it very well insulated. So for the walls we have used Armaflex, and for the floor we have used styropor. It's a kind of styrodur. That's right. And then also at some places we have used some sound insulation as well. How is it called? Alubutil. So we have used some alubutil as well. So we have used all of these types of insulation to keep it warm, and also for the soundproofing as well. Also we have kind of managed to make some more storage space. So this is another storage space where we keep our electronics. Maybe you would not like to see it, it's a mess right now. And then similarly there is some storage space here. I put some baskets here to make it more cozy, and also to give us more storage space. And then it comes to electricity. So all of our electricity is done in this part. So this is our electrical section, but right now you cannot see because we have kind of hidden it, but we have made it accessible. So when we want to access it, we can actually access it. So to access it, what we have to do is we have to lift this up we get it out, and then we can access these panels. So these panels can be opened like this. So inside here we have our whole electricity connection. Most of the things we have used is from this brand called Renogy. I'll put the link to all the things that we have bought. And then we have like different things. This is the DC to DC charger. It charges our batteries from solar plates, from alternator, and so many things. There's a fuse box here. There are some AC controls. So here I won't go too deep into the electronics because into the electrical system, because it's a very complex system, and it needs a separate dedicated video to explain like how every cable, how every thing is connected, and which all components are used. If you guys are interested in knowing how the whole electric connection should be done, you can put a comment in the comment section, and then I'll try to make a dedicated video about how all the electrical connections are done. But also like from this side as well, some things are accessible. Here also we have our battery and like some other stuff. These are also like, there's an inverter and like some other stuff. So everything is connected to the electrical setup. And there's also a vent that I have installed that sends the hot air outside the van. So this vent is connected to the outside of the van. Also, as I showed you, we have two windows in the back section. From outside I showed you, and then here we put some handmade curtains, and so these windows are accessible from here. We need to fix this thing as well, and these windows can be opened like this much. So yeah. And similarly we have one window on this side as well. Also, like if you see on these sides, we have tried to use the maximum amount of space. So we didn't like most of the van build, most of the van conversion, people usually cover this whole thing. But we tried to use the space as well. So there are these metal things that come by default in the van structure. So we covered that, and we use this space to store things. So far we aren't storing many things, but in future we want to store a lot of things here and make this space useful. We have installed a reading light here, so this can be accessed from here. You can also charge your phone from here. It's a C-type charger, quite fast charger, and this light can be turned on. So if we are like, let's say, reading a book, this book is about the secret of karma yoga, so I can like read the book here with this light, and other people don't get disturbed, and at the same time I can charge my phone as well. So this is the light, and there's another use of this light that I will show you in a while. Let me just put this back. Similarly, we have some we have the storage spaces out here as well. I want to install another reading light here in this side, but I haven't done it yet. So, but I have done the cabling, the wiring of it already. But also, so, and coming back now to the cold. Yeah, right now it's winters in Europe, and most of the time it's very cold in Europe. So to keep our body and our van warm, what we do, we have installed a diesel heater. Yes, there's a company called Vevor. I think it's a Chinese company, but it's very popular in making a lot of things that are used for the van lifers. So we have installed a heater that I have installed a bit. Some components of this heater is installed under the van that I won't be able to show you right now, because right now the weather is not very friendly, and but the main component is inside this thing at the bottom. So that is also right now not accessible, so I won't be able to show it, but I'll show you the picture of the product that I am using, and I'll also put the link if you want to buy. So everything, all the products I am talking about, they are which I am using. If you want to buy, then I will request you to buy from the link given by me. It won't cost you anything extra. You will be paying the same amount that you will pay anyhow, but that will benefit me a little bit. I'll get like maybe 1, 2, 3, 5% commission on some products, so that will give me maybe a bit more motivation and to make more such videos for you. So that's the request. So coming back to the diesel heater, so here you can see we have this outlet from where the hot air comes out, and the control of it is here. So here you can see we have the one of the our electrical control board, I can say. So here you can see like we have some buttons. These buttons are for different things. Some are for the water pressure. There is this button for fridge. We have some USB power things. So this is for the lights. So yeah. So coming back to the diesel heater is works from here. So if we press the button, so yeah, it starts heating like this. Stop heating. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So this diesel heater, of course, takes diesel to heat up, and then of course it takes some electricity as well, but not a lot of electricity. It is DC powered, so we don't need to turn on our inverter to use the diesel heater. If we talk about where we keep the diesel or from where it gets the diesel, so we have another canister which is placed here. So over here we have our diesel canister. So this is a 10-liter diesel box that we can open from here. So also, like whenever we are at a gas station and we need to fill this, so we can directly fill it as well. Like we can open it and put the nozzle of the diesel in here and put it directly. Or we also have another additional canister that we usually fill up at the fuel station and then pour it here. Again, excuse my English. So yeah. And then coming back to the control board, over here, you can see about this I told you. So here we also have our AC things. So if something like the induction plate, or there are some things which cannot be directly powered through the battery, through the DC, then we use this switchboard. There's also similar one over here as well. You can see this is also for the AC. Next to it is also I think like this. So here we have some charging switches. So there's like USB A type, and then there's also USB C type, PD 3.0. So this also can be turned on and off from here. Similarly, we have some more things here. So this one is to turn on and off the inverter. So there is just one button. You can turn on the inverter or off the inverter. Over here is the battery monitor that we bought from the same brand, Renogy. So here we can see like how much our batteries are charged, and like how much percentage of battery we have, and like how much watts is used, how much amperes. So there are like many settings, and you can see like the analytics and insights of most of your electrical systems. Also, this whole electrical system is connected. It can be connected to an app, so we can access and see whatever is happening in the van when it comes to electronics through the app as well. So that's a very good system about Renogy. Also, like Renogy products are very, I found them very economical. They are not too expensive, and they are very reliable as well. So I will suggest you using Renogy products. Again, use the link in the description if you want to buy these products. Okay, next thing is the very important part, and the part which I am very excited about to show you guys, because this is something that I didn't really expected I'll be able to do it. I always wanted to do it. So this is our bed. This is our sleeping space. So this is a lift up bed that we bring down when we have to sleep. So during the daytime, then when we are using this space, then the bed stays up. Okay, for me, I have to bend down a little bit. But for my girlfriend, she doesn't has to bend down. So for her, it's like a park. She can just like walk around here, really easy peasy. So to bring this bed down, we have a control board here. Okay, there are some more things here. There are some buttons here that right now we don't use for anything, but in future we plan to use them for some things. I will show you later. And then here again we have the charging slots. So this is the control for the bed, up and down. If we move it up, the bed will go up. Right now it's at the topmost position. If we put it down, it will come down. So this bed that we are using is lifted with the help of what are called linear actuators. So we are using, these are the linear actuators. So this is one of the actuator, and we are using 4 actuators. So all of them, they are connected together to this switch, and then this switch is connected to the battery. So once we put it, like right now it's at the topmost position, so putting it up won't make the difference, and then it has a center position which is like neutral, nothing will happen. And when I press the down button, all of these actuators will start going down. You see, like, so now the bed will keep coming down, and it will like, the reason we have made these 4 kind of base is like, this is the area where the bed will rest. It's not mandatory to have it, but it's very recommended because the bed itself is quite heavy. You can see like this whole frame is quite heavy. There's aluminium borders to it, and then there's also like this whole roof thing here, so it's quite heavy. Then there's this mattress, then there are these blankets, and then once we sleep, when 2 people are sleeping on it, so the whole thing might weigh more than 200 kilograms, I guess. So then you cannot just rely on the actuators. You cannot just put all the weights on these poor guys. So that's why we have made these bases. So when the bed comes completely down, it takes a while, like it takes maybe 40 seconds for the whole thing to come down and to go up. But once it is down, you will see it will rest here. It will rest on these 4 bases. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now you can see it's completely rested here. Yeah. So the bed system, like, we have used very simplistic version, but it's not the perfect version. Some people, because right now also you might have seen that these actuators, some of them were finished first their job, and some were a bit delayed. It doesn't make a big difference to us, but in some cases it can. So some people, they also use a controller. So the job of the controller is to keep all of these 4 actuators synchronized, so that they don't, perform with different speed. But for us, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's working so far nicely, so we don't need that controller, and that also cut the cost, so we don't have to spend a lot of money. So once the bed is down, the lower space is pretty much not usable unless you crawl down like this. And to go up on the bed, either we need a ladder, because we cannot climb on these, they might break. So but we don't want it to carry another thing with us. So what we do is, these tools from the dining table, from the living room, what we do is, like, we get them out like this, and then we use it as a ladder to go up. So yeah, like, this is how it's done. So we put it here, and then we can climb up the bed. So here we have like a fully bed. I'm looking like a film star right now, maybe. So yeah, so here we have this bed. The dimension of this bed are 140 into 180, but it's more than big enough to sleep like 2 people comfortably. And next to the bed, you can also see like on all these sides, we have again used this space to store things. So here we have put these kind of nets where we can store a lot of things. Also like here we can like store things. Here we have given some greenery, some plantations. Over here you can see is this is the smoke detector. So it's very important, and I think in a lot of countries it's mandatory. So this is the smoke detector. We also have a carbon monoxide detector that I'll show you in a while. Coming to this side, we this light that I showed you before, so it's accessible from here as well. So if we are reading here or we need like some sort of electricity here, so we can also use it here. So that's why I said that this is like multi-purpose one. So for now I'll put it back and turn it off. So this is pretty much it from the bedside, and now I think I'll use the same route which I used to come up to go down as well. Yeah. Okay, so and then I'll move the bed up again because I want to show you some more things. Okay, so talking about how the water comes. So I told you we have these two tanks of 55 liters each, which are under the sofa. So there is a 12 volt DC powered pressure pump attached to the tanks. It's quite hidden. I cannot show you, like it's a bit accessible if I want to do some troubleshooting, but and also it can be accessed a bit from here, but you won't be really able to see it right now. Maybe I'll see if I have some pictures of it. I'll put it there, but I'll definitely put the link in the description to buy the product. Also next to it we have this plumbing system, like the water, the gray water, the dirty water from here and from the shower, they connect together through a T, and then under the van there's a 50 liter gray
40.
water tank that can be, it's 50 liters, my love.
No, it's 40.
It's 50. It's 50.
Definitely 40.
Okay, maybe it's 40 liter tank underneath the van that we discharge wherever we find the opportunity. And then the next thing is of course the ventilation. So for the ventilation, very popular in most of the van built, you will see is the max air fan. So here we have installed a max air fan. I have to do some stuff here. Actually I was troubleshooting a bit because it was leaking, so that's why it's kind of open. But it's a max air fan which is like a very popular brand, and most of the van lifers, they use this specific fan. If I press the button, it will open up and it will start doing its thing. It has like multiple features. You can pump in the air, or you can like let the air out. It can be used for both reasons. Also if it's like too hot, then you can use it to lower the temperature and make it a bit cooler, because it has this feature here. If you keep it pressed, then it will set the temperature to 26 degrees automatically, and also you can reduce the speed of it. So it's quite useful, especially when you are cooking. So we have placed it right above our cooking stove. So this is the gas stove, and right on top of it, over the kitchen area, we have this fan. So it gives us very good ventilation. Also if we want the air to circulate, we can open one of the window, but it's not very doable thing during the winter because it's quite cold. But in summers you can open one of the window and then use this max fan, and then the air circulates pretty well. Okay, and talking about electricity, so we charge our batteries, or we get electricity using three ways. Firstly is the solar panels. So we have installed two solar panels. Both are 200 watt on the, of course, on the roof, on the above the van. So whenever there's sun, so they get charged. Like right now as well, they are getting charged. And then the second source, we have the alternator, which is like when the van is running. So firstly through the motor, through the engine, it charges the main battery of the van, which is used to turn on and off the van and everything in the cabin. And then once that is full, then it starts, the motor starts to give the electricity to our main battery, which is in the van, which is for the all the other uses. So this is the second source of electricity, and the third source is when we have access to someone to an electric source. So in a lot of camping grounds across Europe, and I think across America as well, there are, like, you can get access to the shore power, to the electricity, and then with that we can run everything which is here. At the same time, we can charge our battery as well. So we have an AC to DC charger as well, that is installed separately. So the job of that is to charge the batteries when we have AC power coming from anywhere. So these are the three ways how we charge the batteries. And then the very important thing in modern life is like, of course, you cannot just travel all the time. You need something to uh, fulfill your expenses. So you need some money. And I think a lot of digital nomads who do some work online, they either are already the van lifer or they want to be a van lifer. So for them, the main necessity is, okay, they need electricity. About that I have told you already. So we are never short of electricity using these three ways. And then comes the internet. So we need a pretty good amount of internet, and especially when we are traveling to the remote places, not all the time you have the internet from your phone, from your mobile. So to get rid of that problem, we have installed the Starlink. Like previously, the Starlink devices used to be very big, but now recently they have launched, I think it was in 2025 itself or 2024, I'm not sure. So there is a device which is called Starlink Mini Roam, which we use to get internet. And so the difference between Starlink internet and the other internet that we get on the phone is that with the phones we need to have a signal from a nearby tower from where we get the signals. But with the Starlink, you get connected to the satellites. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you have a clear view of the sky, then you can use the Starlink. It's quite expensive, but I think it's worth the money because it gives you internet in such remote places. If you are in any part of the world, mostly whichever countries which allow Starlink to operate, so there you can use Starlink. And the good part is also, like, I have installed a system with which I don't even need to turn on the inverter to power the Starlink, so it can already run on the DC power directly through the battery, and it doesn't take much electricity. It takes very less electricity while it's on, and it's give very good high speed internet and the Wi-Fi. So it's very recommended. I will say, like, every van lifer should have this Starlink. About this, I will definitely recommend to use Starlink as your internet provider because this is the only service till date which gives you that reliable internet and at such a not very expensive cost. So again, I will advise, and if you want to get a good deal, and also you will get a free month if you sign up on Starlink with the description. There will be a link in the description, so you can use that link to register yourself to buy the Starlink. You will get a free month, and probably it will also decrease the amount that you are paying, the installation fees. So that's more or less it. And other than that, so far it's been like a week of traveling so far. The major costs that we pay are for the fuel. Of course, it differs from country to country. How much does it cost? This van runs on diesel, and other than that is the groceries. So far, we are always staying in these free camping grounds. So we use some apps. Primarily, we use an app called Park for Night. So that app tells you a lot of these free camping spots and also paid camping spots. So you can read the reviews and see where you want to stay. And I think in all over the world you can find places on Park for Night. Especially in Europe, it's everywhere. You can find different types. So I'll also suggest you to use this app, Park for Night. It's not very expensive. I think we pay, it's also free, but if you want to have some premium features, like if you want to see in which washrooms there, in which camping site there are toilets, or if you want to use some filters, then you need to buy a paid subscription. But that is also very cheap. Like we pay, I think, 10 euros for a year, not for a month, for a year. So it's a very good, like a community kind of service, but you just pay a bit for the people who maintain this app. So this is about the parking. This is how we find our parking spot. And one last thing is about the money, like how much money did we spend on this van. So we bought this van from Germany. It's a 2012 Ford Transit, and we bought it for around 6,400, 500 euros, something like that. 6,500 euros was the buying cost. The van was pretty raw at that time. I'll put some videos here around so that you can see how was it when we bought it. And then for the whole conversion, we spent around 10,000 euros. In dollars, I think it will be around $11,000 US dollars. More or less around it. Maybe it will be 500 euros up and down. That's the costing that we put. And we didn't use any exterior help, like a paid help for the conversion process. Everything was done by me and my girlfriend together. Okay, we had no experience before about how to do the conversion, no idea like about it. But I am an engineer, and so just with a bit of common sense and watching YouTube videos of a lot of other van lifers, how the conversion is done, and then of course using AI like tools like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and getting knowledge from wherever we can. Somehow we manage to convert it. And yeah, now let's see, we have plans to travel all around the world in it. So for now we are traveling across Europe. We are on our way to Eastern Europe for now, to the Balkans, but later on we plan to go to Asia and also to Africa, and if we can manage, then we would also love to travel with this van to American continent, preferably South America. So if you are watching anywhere from there, then you can just tell us that we are from there, and if you would like to meet. And about further videos about the van, I'm not sure. This is my first video where I am creating such a video in English, like a vlog style. But if I get a good response, if I feel motivated by your comments and your wishes, maybe that will motivate me to keep showcasing my journey, our journey in this van. I already do it on my Hindi channel, but I think most of the people watching this video won't understand Hindi. So if you want that, you can just put it in the comment. And about the spiritual teachings, I already told you I have another channel, so there also you can follow the yogic lifestyle that I follow, and the spiritual lessons and teachings that I often give. So that's it from today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hopefully will see you in some time. Thank you so much. Namaste.